Hi, my name is Benji Goldsmith, and I am a representative of Hunter's class of 2010. For our class update for this reunion year, I posed on the Facebook group the question, what do you take from Hunter with you today now? And these are some of the responses that I got. One person writes, I just had to format a bibliography for the first time in 6 years and had some serious Hunter social studies flashbacks, though I used MLA, not Chicago, so they'd probably be mad at me. Another person wrote, Miss D'Amico's quote sandwich, easily the most important thing I learned about expository writing, and I use the quote sandwich framework all the time now. Another person wrote, Dr. Melman, to date, the best teacher I ever had, putting a phone on the table and telling us that normally he wouldn't allow phones in class, but that his wife was about to give birth to their son, and if that phone rang, he would be out of there with no more explanations. He was the best. And he brought Elijah Woods to school. I also remember camping and canoeing, this person says. Another person says, Dr. Melman was the teacher that made me want to read books. Another member of the class said, at Hunter, I learned it was okay to ask for help. I spent lots of time in Mr. Roundy and Miss Chapnick's offices, and even though at the time it was embarrassing to admit that I was struggling, it meant that by the time I got to college, I was able to reach out when I needed it without shame. Being able to advocate for my needs has been very important now that I'm an adult, and my feeling comfortable doing that is largely due to Hunter. That person also added a concise answer. They said, Mr. Roundy once said to me, your mind is a committee. You don't have to listen to every voice. I've never forgotten that. Another person writes, one of the best things I learned from being at Hunter is that there's always someone out there who's smarter than you, and that's a really good thing. My life is never better than when I walk into a room trying to learn from other people, and never worse than when I let myself think I'm the smartest person I know. Another person wrote, in all seriousness, I am grateful for how great my Spanish teachers were at Hunter, particularly Mr. Diaz and Miss Betancourt. It's not something I really knew how to appreciate in high school, but the Spanish foundation I got at Hunter has brought me so many opportunities and relationships I wouldn't have otherwise had. Another person just wrote, Oxford, comma. And one last person wrote, Miss Hartman reminded me that wherever I go to always seek out places that will challenge me and push my growth. And Miss Slavin put me on the music of Juanes, which I still listen to. So that's just a sampling from our class. And even though we won't have an in-person reunion, sadly, this year, we're very much looking forward to getting together whenever we can, hopefully sometime in the fall or winter, and celebrate our 10-year reunion. Thanks so much. Hope everyone is safe and healthy.